I'm gonna level with you guys. I haven't even watched Star Wars Resistance. I'm sorry. It just doesn't look interesting. I look at them and I'm just thinking, no, no, no. I mean, I have the first episode on my Watch Later playlist. I'll get to it. It is there. But I figured, hey, these toys look cool. I love Stormtroopers. I love troopers in general. I am the trooper guy. And when I saw these were coming out, I like First Order troopers, and I figured, hey, these look cool enough. I think I'll pick these up. I first picked up Vonreg because he is basically the Star Wars equivalent of Wild Weasel from G.I. Joe, and I love him for it. And then I ended up picking up Commander Pyre because he's basically the Star Wars equivalent of the Hyaku Shiki from Gundam, and I love him for it. And then I figured, hey, I might as well get the Stormtrooper, mostly because I really want to keep one of these figures carded, because I actually really like this card art. I want to talk about the cards real quick here. Might as well do that right away. Because, hey, they actually have this awesome little cutout outline. I love the shape. The shape is just so nice. And I think the art is really nice, too. I like the splashes. It's really exciting. It looks energetic. It's not just, you know, white and red like it's been forever. It's white and blue, which I think is really nice. I really like the card backs for these. I just wish the figures weren't 5 POA, and I wish some of them looked a little better. Like we're going to talk about the Stormtrooper after I'm done looking at the card back. But as seen on Star Wars Resistance, look at that! I love how Marvel stuff really doesn't have the Disney logo, but Star Wars does. It's like they're rubbing it in our face. That's what I meant to say. And then on the back here, you can get Purple Lady, Wild Weasel, and then up there it says, "Oh, is there the bad guys? Look out." So yeah, that's the card. The figure, though, looks pretty interesting. I really like the nice shiny plastic they used. It doesn't look as weird and off as some of the 5 POA normal Stormtroopers, and I'll do a comparison. But the helmet design for the Stormtroopers in Resistance is a little goofy. I know they're trying to just make them look more animated, but it just looks kind of goofy to me. I really do see that whole Donald Duck comparison with this design, unfortunately. But hey, might as well do that comparison now. Here it is with a normal 5 POA Stormtrooper. Of course, the paint on these 5 POA figures, the old ones, are never the best. But you can see how this is kind of just a more matte plastic, and this is actually glossier. I really do respect that change. Unfortunately, there's no side pistol on the animated one. It just has the normal First Order pistol, which actually looks a little more nicely painted than this one. I don't know. It's kind of a subjective opinion if you think the F11s look a little better or worse on either one. That's basically the normal Trooper. Figured I would talk about him first, because, hey, he's in the box, and you know his articulation. Anyways, let's talk about Wild Weasel, I mean Vonreg, because he's really epic. Okay, guys, this is epic. Wild Weasel, I mean Vonreg, is basically just a First Order TIE pilot that is red, and he is the ace, and he has a really badass name, and he's really cool, and I love him. And if you're wondering, who's this Wild Weasel guy you're comparing him to? Who is that? Let's just say 1980s G.I. Joe, the Cobra bad guy ace pilot, looks like this. Yeah. You probably see why I'm making the comparison between Vonreg and Wild Weasel. They're basically brothers, and I love that. So anyways, talking about Vonreg, articulation is what you would expect, ball joint at the head. At least they're ball joints now. They used to be swivels, and that was awful. And then, oh, look at that. That's epic. I hope they make his TIE Fighter, or TIE Interceptor. I think that Lego just calls it a TIE Fighter. I would buy that, though. I hope they make that, because I actually collect 3 3/4-inch TIE Fighters. But yeah, he comes with a little pistol, which is cool. I like that little pistol he has there. Other than that, though, I mean, there's Major Vonreg. He looks really amazing, and I love him, and he's my favorite out of all of these. Oh, but one more thing. Here he is with a normal TIE pilot, in case you were curious. I love the First Order TIE pilots. That's probably another reason why I really like Vonreg. Even though Vonreg actually has a pretty big helmet. I don't know why. Maybe his helmet's just small? I think his helmet's just small. That's a really tiny head. And finally, the Hyaku Shiki Stormtrooper. Whoa! If you're wondering why I'm calling him the Hyaku Shiki, and you're wondering what is that thing with that crazy name, it's just a gold mobile suit from Gundam. That's it. It's not really as decent of a comparison as Wild Weasel, but hey, he's gold, and I love that about him. Anyways, this one has way better paint than the normal Stormtrooper, because he is all gold, and that is amazing. I really love the helmet on this one, just because it's gold, and for some reason I think it looks better than the normal Stormtrooper, as you can see back there. You can see the difference, just from this camera shot. He has a really nice gold F11 there. That is so cool. Then he has like this dark gray as like a subcolor on his biceps and stomach armor. He has a pauldron, which is really nice. And he's kind of got this little stepping pose going, which I kind of respect, I guess, even though it's not really too important of a thing to note. I really like the gold paint. It's actually really nice gold paint. And hey, it's a gold trooper. We haven't really had this in Star Wars before, and I really respect it. Now, if you're wondering, what does he look like next to Captain Phasma? There's a 5 POA Captain Phasma. Figured I would kind of compare it in the same ballpark there. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. I like the size difference. I like the color difference. Even though I watched a quick clip of Resistance, and it seemed like Pyre was under the command of Phasma, even though Pyre is a commander and Phasma is a captain, and it's... Okay, I guess that's the end of the video. There you go. There's a 5 POA Star Wars Resistance First Order guys. These are the only ones I'm going to buy, because I like troopers, and I'm not really too worried about literally anything else. So there you go. Star Wars Resistance toys. I'm probably not going to watch the show until it's probably canceled. So maybe in like a few years, you'll know my opinion. Bye, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment. Rate this video 5 stars. Give me a video response and send me a friend request. No one's even going to know what I'm talking about. Have a good day, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.